It was just 500 cycles ago when we discovered the humans. They had been discovered by a Shreve colonization scout, in the midst of establishing their first colony world outside of their local star system. At first, we believed that perhaps the Shreve would raise issue with the newcomer, citing colonization rights, and for the humans to retaliate with whatever force they may have. We were thankfully wrong, as to quote a human member of that first diplomatic team, "Those big bee folk are too nice. We can't just screw them over." The negotiations had ended in a rather odd treaty, with humans allowing the planet to be cohabitated by both races, as a sign of mutual trust. So with the threat of a small interstellar war all but vanished, we set to do what our race always does with a newcomer species: categorize their element. At first they seemed to us to be like the Earth races, industrious and stubborn creatures. They were capable of building entire colonies in the span of 2 local cycles, and never balked at a setback, no matter how severe. Why, on their first colony alone, they contended with frequent gravitational anomalies, and today it stands as one of the foremost amusement parks, to borrow the human's phrase for it. But after a while, we began to see something different. In just a few dozen cycles, they had spread far, with dozens of planets becoming home to the fledgling race. We began to believe them to be wind, unbound by others, and destined to one day know every corner of the galaxy. They met the reclusive Zerata as friends. They spoke freely with the Imperial Daraktu. They could even be found within the hive worlds of the Shreve, partaking in meals with the Queens and Royal Guard. Even our own people, the Tiki, were no different, finding them among our merchant yards and our communal houses. They were a quick staple of the galactic community, and for a long time we believed we had them solved and understood. But then, humanity did something strange. They began to innovate and create. Like water, they revealed themselves to be minds of the highest order. They constructed great works of art, the likes of which only appeared in the halls of the Zerata. They produced marvels of science, no lesser than the powerful minds of the Shreve. Even we had to acquiesce to the madness humanity proved to be. They were earth, wind and water all at once, kings of their elements in ways none had been before. And then, the Daraktu Civil War happened, and a new regime rose to power. And in a mere single cycle, the fire had returned to them, and threatened to consume all the galaxy. The Shreve had been the first to be attacked. I mourn for them even now, as the High Queen lost billions of her kin in that first attack. The Daraktu were swift in their cruelty, caring not for the worlds themselves and raising them with orbital bombardment for days at a time. I was there, when the first reports reached our worlds. The image of a nest world pulverized to rubble, the bodies of billions of children and elders turned to ash. It still haunts my sleep some nights. The galactic community took to the news with fervor and anger, and none more so than the humans. Children, I have told you that the humans are industrious as earth, as wise as water, and as wild as wind. But you must know, humans too can love and hate like fire. And they loved their bee friends with an intensity neither you nor I could comprehend. And with those friends at risk, they turned all that love into a vile hate for the Daraktu. I dare not speak of the war here, children, but I will say this. 44 billion Daraktu lived at the beginning of the war, and now, almost 200 cycles later, they are only just recovered to a population of 5 billion. The humans proved to be a greater fire than the Daraktu could ever have expected, and in their fury, they burned away a fifth of the galaxy's population. So I say this now, children. Humans are unlike any other. Even now they prove to be beyond simple classification, standing truly elemental against all the galaxy.